Good evening, gentlemen, and welcome back for another one of our Journey Shares. And today I have great pleasure in welcoming this gentleman, Mr. Shane Lawton, who's originally from Gippsland, Shane, down in Victoria, yeah?
Yep.
And you're currently working over in WA, driving trucks at the moment in the mines. And funny enough, mate, you're actually just down the road today because you're here on the Gold Coast having a bit of a break at the moment.
Yep.
Good stuff. So it's been good to catch up with you. So, mate, just for our listeners, obviously want to talk about your journey through the Change Thinking program. And if I look in my system here, mate, it says that you enrolled on the 13th of December in 2022. So really just before Christmas. Take me back, man. What was going on for you at that time?
Just relationship breakdown, drugs, a few different things. Just some stuff I was going through, sexual abuse, earlier on in life, all that sort of stuff sort of caught up with me, sent me into a world of depression.
And at the time, you were working at the time, you weren't you?
No, I wasn't working, no.
And so you were down near your kids somewhere in Gippsland at the time?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And mate, I think you originally saw one of my adverts on Facebook scrolling through one night, like a lot of people.
Yeah, I was sitting there scrolling through Facebook and it came up.
And I remember, mate, very early on, you actually sent your photo through to say, "This is me. This is who you're talking to," which I thought good. So I ended up sending one back and saying we ended up getting on pretty well right from day one. Now you were I think staying in a caravan park at the time, weren't you?
Yeah. Yep. In a real dingy place.
And you'd gone to the Department of Housing trying to seek some accommodation.
Yep. Yeah, I was pretty much homeless.
Yep.
I had my young bloke Jack living with me at the time.
That's right.
And trying to sort his life out and where he was going to be at.
And they put you in this caravan park with like seriously dodgy caravan.
Yeah. Yep. And paying massive rent just for a single caravan. It was probably more depressing than what was actually going on at the time.
Yeah, because I mean it was almost just sinking you down further, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because I mean you were in that same place right through last winter. It was cold, no heating, and things really, you weren't in a good way at the time.
I was in a deep hole.
Yeah, okay. And mate, obviously you got started on the program, and you're someone that's probably got more out of the conversations that we had than say content. You were just quite struck by you were picking up learning just through the conversations that we were having.
Yeah, that's correct.
And so what changed at one point, mate? You weren't working. You had problems with your back, was it, or?
Sorry?
So you had problems with your back?
Nah, just through. I wasn't working, just through depression and physically. Physically, I was good to work and stuff like that, but drugs had a strong hold on me. Depression, of relationship breakdown, and the other things that were going on.
And the relationship was getting quite volatile.
Yeah. Yep.
At the time. Yeah.
Very narcissistic. It was a lot of things got put on me through the relationship, and she was the one that called quits in the end and sort of broke me down. And I was already on drugs as it was, but I turned to drugs even more. Which now I realise that wasn't the right way to go.
Yep.
And
it took a while for that learn to come around. No, you cleaned yourself up pretty quickly. from memory.
Yeah, once I eventually found a job and got working again, things started to become a little bit better.
Yeah. Now you didn't get back into work until really it was around springtime last year. I think I was down in Melbourne going to the grand
Yeah.
final. You were down there at the time, waiting to fly out, weren't you? To go back to WA.
Oh, that's a whole other story.
That is.
Yeah, that's that was. I kept it all together. It was that was a depressing time. I was on the promise of a job and all that sort of. I ended up at the job, but that sort of fell through in the end. So,
But that was really a recruitment agent working for the mines who really didn't know what they were doing, right? They were telling you that you got the job, and then all of a sudden you had to produce paperwork, and just got delayed after delayed. And you found yourself in Melbourne, I think, staying at a motel or a hostel down there, just simply waiting to fly out, and it just went week after week after week, and it was just getting to be beyond a joke.
I think I was there in a hostel for 10 weeks or something.
Yeah, right. And so finally you get on a plane. Well, then that's after a few cancellations and what have you. But you finally get on a plane. You go out to Perth. They fly you somewhere into the middle of the state. And then because some paperwork didn't match up, they literally just wiped their hands of you.
Yep.
They said, we'll fly you back to Perth, but we're not even going to fly you back to Victoria.
Yep.
So you were sitting there, mate. You'd done a couple of days' work. You hadn't been paid. Your money was running out because of the extended stay in Melbourne before you left.
Yeah.
And then, and I think I called up one of my relatives over in Perth who was able to help you out for a couple of nights' stay while you, and another member on the program actually, didn't they? They said, because I put a call out on the within the group and say, look, does anyone know of any work going for this guy? And there was a guy up in Darwin, Lee, who said, mate, I can get you some work, and he even helped you with the flight ticket to get from Perth up to Darwin.
Yeah, he's threw me a lifeline, yeah.
Yeah, cool. So that was just at the right moment. And you ended up in Catherine, wasn't it?
Yeah, in Catherine, yeah.
Okay. And then you started getting into the flow of things again. You got some money coming in. It really wasn't the right employer, and you ended up moving on to better ones. And through a series of job hops, you're now working for a really good company that's valuing your experience. Giving you a real main role with the company that you're working for. How long have you been with them for now?
I think I've been there close to 6 months now. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And you're getting supervisor type duties as well.
Yep.
Since you've been back. Okay. So, now once upon a time you were doing interstate truck driving.
Oh, for many years, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And then how long do you think that period was where you weren't working in total?
Probably 9 months.
9 months, yeah. Okay. And as I said, now you're in a good company up in the mines. You're earning some good money again. Life's definitely improved for you, which is great. Somewhere in amongst there, mate, you met a girl and went down to Perth. Got to know her before things didn't work out. But it was funny because I remember talking to you one night, and you're sitting there saying, everything's going really well, Charlie. Life's cruising along pretty well. So then it sort of snuck up on you a little bit.
Yeah,
things were slowly changing, but
I was the one that sort of ended that. I worked out that she was a little bit more demanding than I really needed at the time, and just wasn't going to work. So I pulled the pin, and I'm single again, and I'm actually enjoying life. It's I don't have to answer to anyone. I'm just
which is one of the reasons you're able to take this break from work and come for a visit to the Goldie, which has been great. So mate, what was some of the big takeaways for you out of this experience?
Well, just really knowing that I wasn't at the time was probably things were bad, but not as bad as probably what I was making out.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
I knew there was a rainbow at the end of the tunnel, and I could reach that rainbow. I just had to do a little bit of hard work to get there.
And the work, when you actually, started to work again, you actually originally went back to a dairy, yeah?
Yeah.
Which is something that you knew from your younger days. So you went back to a dairy farm and just pretty much slotted straight in, yeah?
Yeah.
And he got some good value out of you, and then obviously the mining thing was always on the cards, and then you had to go and let that boss know.
Well, I sort of had to go back to something that that I knew, just to give me that kickstart.
Yep.
To give me that boost to find myself again and reassure myself that I could actually work and things weren't as good as gloom.
Because the guy who ran the dairy, I mean, he ascertained pretty quickly that you knew what you were doing.
Yeah.
With milking cows, and pretty much gave you your own area and your own resources, and pretty much left you to do the work. And I think that was a big sort of good confidence builder for you, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Just doing something that you'd previously done. So, and so where are you working at the moment, mate? Where are you based now for work?
WA, a place called Onslow, fly in, fly out.
Which is halfway up the up the west coast there, halfway up.
Yeah, up the northwest coast, yeah.
Thereabouts. And so the job that you're doing at the moment is driving the great big road trains.
Road trains, yeah.
How heavy are these, man? Since it blows my mind.
176.5 tonne loaded.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah. And so, and I think the company you're working for, I mean, you've got, what is it, 3 trailers behind your truck?
Yeah, 4, sometimes 4, 3.
They call it road train for nothing, mate. Yeah. And of course, safety is a big thing, obviously, out there.
Yeah.
Any other I mean, is there any other? What's the immediate challenges for you at the moment?
Not much, really. Just hopefully in time that I'll be, back in a relationship again. But I'm not in any great hurry.
Yep. Comes it comes.
Got a lot of window shopping at the moment. Like, just I need to find someone that's on my level, and I have plans to sort of be semi-retired in the next couple of years to go live my dream, which is prospecting.
Yep.
For gold.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to find someone that has an interest in that, and it's probably a very narrow field for someone to.
You never know.
For someone to.
Quite a few gold diggers out there, Shane.
For someone to pack up their life and push. It's probably a big ask, but you never know. You're lucky in a big city. Who knows? If it happens, it happens.
Yeah. So really, since the day we first spoke to now, I mean, life's significantly better for you, which is great. What are the changes you think you've gone through?
I've lost, without medication or without any formal diagnosis of depression and stuff. I've sort of pulled myself out of it. I've kicked the drugs. I probably drank way too much since then, but I was back at the time of joining the program. I was basically a bag of bones.
I can attest to that. Yeah, there's a bit more meat on you these days, thanks to the dining rooms up at the mines.
And now I'm just like I need to lose some weight now. But I think the changes come just through working, to be honest.
Yeah.
Getting yourselves back out there, getting the endorphins working, and the brain concentrating on other things, you know, to help me out. Like a state of depression, really brought me down, and the only way out of it was to get back to work.
Yeah.
I recommend for anybody that's in a state of depression, the worst thing you can do is sit around and mope about it. Like you
isolate yourself. Yeah.
Isolate yourself. You're better off. You're better off being a pain in someone's bum, and trying to motivate yourself to get out and go and grab things.
Yeah, nice. And Shane, if there's any guys out there that are watching this interview who are going through a tough time at the moment, maybe have depression or out of work, where things just aren't going their way, I mean, what would be your advice?
Just keep trying to get what you want, because eventually it will come.
Yeah, the winds turn eventually, mate, and they start blowing in your direction, and
it will come. You know, it's not all doom and gloom.
Yeah,
it's
because you get engulfed in that sort of mindset, don't you?
You might think it at the time. You lose all confidence in yourself, and you think that other people have lost confidence in you. You've got to really, if you really want it, you'll get it. You know, the worst thing you can do is sit around and be in your own space. You need to be. That's the number one cause of depression in my book, is moping around and thinking that you're no good for anybody, and you need to really just kick yourself in the ass and get up and go and grab it, because it's not going to come to you.
Yeah, no, nice one. And mate, you're here on the Gold Coast at the moment, and making plans really, because you're bringing the kids back here pretty soon, you said.
Yeah, in February next year, all the kids and I will be back up here.
Yeah. So you have a bit of fun actually planning on what you're going to do with the kids when you come back. It's like almost like a bit of a mission to plan it. Yeah.
Just getting around, sussing things out, and making sure the kids are going to have a good time.
Yeah. Well, it's a goldie, mate. Kids love it here, as you know.
I love my pocket.
What's that?
I love my pocket.
Your pocket?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
All the money.
Oh, okay.
Everything they say here they want to do, and I can't deny them of that. They've had, you know, they haven't had me in their life a lot in the last, say, 18 months. So I sort of owe it to them a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you got them to the footy last year with me. Last down in Melbourne, which was good. But no, they'll love a holiday up here, mate. It'll be something they'll never forget. So. Well, all right, mate. Now you're here, and you're in the Goldie for about another half a week or so. Catch up a few more times between now and then, and then you're straight back to work. Yeah.
Back to work.
Yeah. It's always nice when you go on a holiday and you think, "Damn, I should have organised more time off."
I'm already starting to get depression about going back to work.
There you go. Good stuff. All right, mate. Well, thanks for your time today, Shane. It's been nice to hear, just another turnaround story from when we first met, and when you weren't in a good way to, working full time, money in your pocket, places to go. Then you're effectively a free man, like you said. So all of a sudden, you're facing the future with anticipation instead of apprehension.
Yeah, that's right.
And it's a much better way to go. Yeah. So all right, guys. Well, thanks, Shane. And as I said, if anyone's out there listening, look, all of this starts with a phone call. I mean, Shane just answered my text one night, and we started from there. But yeah, so look out for that Calendly link that I'll put on the screen at the end of this video, and book yourself a time. Like, there's no, you're not obligated in any way, but let's just have a chat, see what's going on for you, and see if we can, give you some ideas that might make a difference. But as I said, click look out for that Calendly link at the end of the video and book a call. All right, Shane, thanks again, mate.
No worries.
I'll probably catch up with you tomorrow downtown.
Too easy.
All right, mate. Take care.
Yeah.